This is a story about a group of individuals who quietly work behind the scenes, shaping your everyday choices in ways you would never expect. From competitive ride-hailing fares, attractive flight prices for your next getaway, to real reviews you can trust, someone is making sure you're getting the best and fairest deal. Who is that someone, you ask? Well, introducing the Competition and Consumer Commission of Singapore. But to understand how this organisation impacts our daily lives, let's rewind to 2005. This is Mr. Lam Chuan Leong, the first chairman of the then Competition Commission of Singapore.
At that time, which is the early 2000s, our economy has developed to the stage where it was felt that a new Competition Act will bring the benefit of greater competitive efficiency to our economy. Both companies, businesses and the people in general, in the form of better quality of goods and services at a lower price. This is what led to the creation of the Competition Commission of Singapore to implement the provisions of the new Competition Act.
The Competition Act, enacted in 2004 and rolled out in phases from 2005, introduced three key prohibitions: anti-competitive agreements, abuse of a dominant position, and mergers or acquisitions that substantially lessen competition. These laid the foundation for CCS to keep Singapore's markets fair, open, and competitive. Here's a quick illustration. When companies merge, you get fewer competitors offering the same product or service, meaning less choices and possibly higher prices for consumers. That's where CCS steps in, making sure consumers aren't left paying the price for less competition. Some mergers streamline, others squeeze out rivals. CCS takes a closer look to ensure profitability doesn't come at the cost of consumer interests. Here's Herbert to give us more context.
When close competitors merge, consumer choices will be affected, leading to higher prices and deterioration in quality. I was in India attending the ICN annual conference when I received that fateful phone call on Friday that Grab and Uber were merging over the weekend. The impact on the ride-hailing market was immediate and profound. Drivers' livelihood, consumer choices are all seriously affected. We used our interim powers for the first time, investigating the merger, imposed penalties, and our actions were upheld in appeal. The most positive outcome is that we advanced Singapore's merger regime. And on our part, we ramped up our merger surveillance and intervened decisively on mergers when needed.
Now, imagine paying more for your chicken rice because suppliers decided to fix prices. That's exactly what happened, and CCS was on it, making sure competition stayed on the menu. CCS cracked open a case where 13 chicken distributors, controlling over 90% of Singapore's fresh chicken supply, were caught fixing prices and limiting competition. Guess they were expecting to get away with it.
In 2018, CCS penalised 13 chicken distributors for coordinating on price increases. The impact on consumers in Singapore is clear. Chicken is the most consumed meat in the country. These 13 distributors supply over 90% of fresh chicken products. They supply to supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, hawker stores and wet market stores. The total penalty imposed was over $20 million, and this is the largest penalty that CCS has imposed to date. When businesses collude with each other to reduce the intensity of competition, such as agreeing on prices to charge, we not only face the risk of higher prices, but also lose the benefits of a truly competitive economy.
When airlines team up, it can sometimes impact competition, leading to fewer options. That's where CCS comes in, ensuring these commercial cooperations don't clip the wings of competition.
Agreements allow competing airlines to collaborate on areas such as scheduling and pricing, which can lead to benefits such as more flight choices and better connections for travellers. To date, we have reviewed 18 airline cooperation agreements, including joint ventures between Singapore Airlines and its counterparts such as Malaysia Airlines and Lufthansa. In some of these cases, we secured commitments from the airlines, including to fly a minimum number of seats. These commitments help to ensure that travellers continue to enjoy competitive fares even with the agreements in place. Our continuous collaboration with various airlines and other stakeholders ensure that Singapore grows as a vibrant global air hub.
From tackling price-fixing cartels to scrutinizing high-impact mergers, CCS has taken steps to ensure markets remain open and competitive. Now, under the leadership of current chairman, Mr. Max Lowe, CCS continues to shape well-functioning markets and protect consumers.
CCS's functions grew over time. In 2018, we took on the role of protecting consumers by enforcing the Consumer Protection Fair Trading Act. And in July 2025, we added product safety and legal metrology functions, broadening our protection of consumers. Looking at competition, really looking at protecting consumers and businesses in the first place, so that we have a level playing field in terms of how businesses can sell their products and how consumers can purchase the products. So it's quite natural that we've moved from competition to consumer protection. I think it's all one and the same within an entire business ecosystem. What does success look like? When markets work well, when businesses become productive, innovative, and follow a line of business that is fair.
But what constitutes unfair trade practices, and how does CCS uncover them? Do you need a mystery shopper? With online platforms and e-commerce, surely that has gotten way harder.
You bet. But it comes down to this. Markets only work well when businesses play fair with consumers. Take nail palace and hair fun for example. Both caught pressuring consumers, even seniors, into expensive packages they didn't want or need. Businesses have also resorted to tricks to look good online as consumers rely on the internet for information. Loft Home, for instance, made up fake reviews for its furniture, while car workshop Lambency Detailing took it even further and used AI to generate fake customer reviews. Talk about taking consumers for a ride. We've got all sorts of ways to expose these schemes, from data analytics to good old-fashioned detective work. Because whether it's clicks or bricks, everyone deserves a fair deal.
From traditional industries to digital marketplaces, CCS now covers more than most realize.
As an organization, while we began years ago by handling more traditional market issues, we now tackle sophisticated cross-border cases and navigate the complexities of digital markets and dark patterns. We've revolutionized our operations through digital transformation, sharpening our investigative capabilities with cutting-edge digital forensics and AI technologies. On the global stage, we have emerged as a respected voice in competition law and consumer protection, particularly in Asia. By staying ahead of market trends and technological advances, we continue to safeguard fair markets in an ever-evolving landscape.
So, next time you use a ride-hailing service, shop online, or book a flight to your favorite destination, remember that CCS works quietly to regulate competition, driving innovation and economic growth, protecting our interests, and ensuring Singapore's markets work well.